Hello traders, in the previous video I talked about Pinex and the way that you can take advantage of their leverage tokens in the way that if someone buys a bunch of the leverage token, how that would affect the Binance futures underlying rate of that token. In today's video, we're going to be talking about dual investment, which you can find these exact strategies packaged on Binance, on Bybit, on any other exchange. And they can be a really good way to earn income, but you do need to know how they work and the pros and cons, of course, before you get started. The reason I'm choosing the Pinex dual investment strategy, because there's a lot of other ones like Binance, Bybit, is Pinex offers the highest APY. So that's the only reason why I'm using this today, to show you guys how these work and how you can use them if you so desire. So the two main strategies I want to talk about today are, one, we're trying to buy Bitcoin and earn a premium. And two, we're trying, or buy crypto and earn a premium. And two, we're trying to sell crypto and earn a premium. Let's first go with we're selling crypto. So imagine that you bought one of these tokens, one of these cryptocurrencies, and you are in a losing position, let's say. Let's say you bought, I don't know, like Matic, or I want one with a higher return. Let's see. Let's say you bought, how about Algo? Are you? Kind of. Let's say you bought Polkadot, okay? Final one. Let's say you bought Polkadot and you're like, I bought it at a much higher price. Kind of unfortunate. And if I was to stake it, I would like barely get any income. How can I earn passive income on this? Well, the way that you do that is we can go to aggressive mode. We can also go to the other one, but if we go to, if we go to aggressive mode here, we can look at a few of these. So one of these right here, basically what this is saying is, and this is a pretty good ROI. This contract expires in what, like how many days? In 2 weeks. And what this will give you is a guaranteed percentage gain on your investment. So here's the way that it works. If I own, let's say, 1,000 DOT, all right? I own 1,000 DOT right now. If DOT is below the price of 6.8, I will get another 27 DOT in 2 weeks, okay? That's guaranteed. Now, if DOT is above the price of 6.8, I am guaranteed to make this return. I'm guaranteed to get back 6,988 USDT. Why would someone want to do this? Well, imagine that you have two decisions, and you're, let's say you're long on this coin and you're stuck on it, whatever. Let's say that you can either put a limit sell order at your break even, which might be like 6.8, 6.81, or you can do it this way. If you do it this way, you are guaranteed to earn a premium no matter what happens. There are some pros and cons that do come with that, but a major pro is that if DOT does nothing, then you're just going to basically have more money because you're going to have another 27 DOT, a 2.7% return. And we can also do this on investing something like Ethereum. Come on, I'm trying to get to Ethereum. I'll just click this way and there we go, Ethereum. So you can also do this on something like Ethereum at a very high APY, as you can see. And the way that this one would work, this one expires in 11 hours because it's currently 4 p.m. Eastern. This expires at 3 a.m. Eastern time. But it offers a massive, very, very large ROI of 0.6% paid out to you in 11 hours. That's the APY being paid out. This is what you actually make. So with this strategy, basically what you are saying is, I'm okay with selling Ethereum. So maybe instead of you actually going in and market selling your Ethereum, you do it this way. If you do it this way, let's say that I own 10 Ethereum. If I own 10 Ethereum, I'm guaranteed to make 0.06 Ethereum when or if Ethereum is below 1,600. And if Ethereum is above 1,600, then I'm guaranteed to make this, basically. So, you know, on one Ethereum, to show you guys what like the raw payouts would be, it's basically paying us an extra $10 just to, it basically allows us to sell this at a fixed price of 1610 if price goes above this. And if price goes below this, we just get more Ethereum. So that's good. It can be really good if you bought a coin and you're like, I don't really hate the idea of selling this. I don't really think it's going to spike up. I wouldn't mind having a little bit more of it too. Then you can do a dual investment selling strategy called invest Ethereum, invest DOT, whatever you want. But There's a catch, as always, and that comes in the form of unrealized gains versus realized gains. So here is what that means. If I go to invest in if I go to invest Bitcoin, and I do this at a very high ROI, this expires in 11 hours, and I give one. I'm going to get back 1.004 Bitcoin if price is below 23,250. That's great. I cannot be liquidated with this strategy. You will never be liquidated or margin called. There's no issues with any price being mad of you having issues. Nothing. Okay? Nothing. But the issue can come here. Because we're going to get this much Bitcoin back, if Bitcoin dumps to say 22,000, the unrealized value will really drop. So what I mean by that is right now Bitcoin is worth about 23,100. But if Bitcoin drops to 22,000, we would get this much Bitcoin, and its unrealized value would be 22,088. Okay? Now, when Pinex pays you out, they will not pay you out in USDT. They won't just auto sell your Bitcoin. What they'll do is they'll give you your Bitcoin, but this is the current price of Bitcoin. If it goes down to 22,000, you're in a large unrealized loss, but you gain some Bitcoin. So it's not exactly the best thing in the world, but the benefit of that is that if you're okay with being long on Bitcoin long term, then this can be a really good strategy because you're just going to be accumulating more and more Bitcoin no matter what happens. But if you are bullish on Bitcoin long term, if Bitcoin were to spike up, you only get to sell it at this price and only get back 23343 if that happens. So now that is basically what can happen when you use dual investment to sell token. That's the second best way. The best way to do this, and potentially really the only way I would ever want to do this, is the other way around, where we're using USDT to buy a token. So this is, I think, a much stronger strategy. So basically what this means is that I can say, okay, let's go to 22,500 that expires in 7 days, and I want to buy this. Basically what you're saying is I am okay with buying Bitcoin at the price of 22,500, don't care if it drops. And if price doesn't go down to 22,500 by expiration, I'm okay with just earning 1.2% more money within 1 week. I mean, that's a pretty good return, right? So this wouldn't be too terrible. If I was to put in 100,000, I would be guaranteeing myself one of two things to happen. I would guarantee that I would make 1.2K if Bitcoin's above 22,500 in 7 days. And if Bitcoin drops below 22,500, I'm guaranteed to buy Bitcoin at a slightly reduced rate than 22,500. So this is probably the better way to do it, where you're bullish in the long term but bearish in the short term. So basically, where instead of putting a limit buy order at 22,500, you do this, because what if you think Bitcoin might not even go down to 22,500, but I want to earn some flat income anyway. So this can be a strategy that can work well on Bitcoin, and you can also do this with other coins too, like on Ethereum. If you think Ethereum is overvalued, you could, look for a target price that's like lower, like, hey, I'm comfortable with buying at 1550 and this expires in only 2 days. This expires super, super soon. If you do this, the payout's going to be pretty tiny, but on 100,000 USDT, I mean, it's $240 that you would earn in income on 100K, and you are basically guaranteeing that you would be buying Ethereum at this price. So for those who are a little bit more advanced in options, I have described this in a very simple way. But for those a little bit more advanced, you probably are thinking two words, which is American options. This is essentially shorting a put or shorting a call without a liquidation price, which is very similar to what American options are, if you were to do this on, let's say, Robinhood. For those that don't know how American options work and how they differ from European options, with an American option, if you short a put on, let's say, Tesla, and let's say Tesla goes down, and you get something called assigned. What that means is that you are forced to buy 100 shares per one short put contract at the strike price that you had selected. That's called assignment. So assignment is what happens when, instead of receiving a P&L difference where you either make or lose money directly, linear, instead what's happening is you're being given the stock when you short a put if certain price thresholds are met. That's exactly what this is too, but in a more binary form. So this is basically an American option where you cannot be liquidated and you're guaranteed to get assigned either USDT or the coin itself. Again, I have not yet talked to the Pinex team. I don't know these guys, so please do this at your own risk. Personally, I have put a decent amount of money into this. I put some money into this just because it's been working well, and just earning some passive income on a little bit has been nice. But please do this at your own risk, of course, because you need to know what you're doing to get ahead with this. So the last thing I want to show is, let's say that I really want to buy like Ape. I don't know why you would, but if I really wanted to buy Ape and my time frame is, let's say, 14 days, let's find a better one though. So the current price of Ape is 6.2553, and let's say that you only want to buy it at a price, let's say, at like 6. And in the next 14 days, basically what that means is if Ape is below $6, you're going to get more Ape than if you would just put a limit order to buy Ape at $6. But if Ape does not expire below $6, then you're just going to earn a flat income of 2.668% in 14 days. So if I do that, with the 100K, I would earn $2,600 basically. But remember, guys, the thing is, if Ape were to tank, you're guaranteed to be buying only this amount of Ape. But I do think though that this strategy works a lot better when it's going this way, which is basically shorting an American put rather than shorting an American call, which would be trying to do something like using Bitcoin or Ethereum and trying to do one of these. I don't love that strategy. It's a little bit more dangerous. I just don't love it. You should. I think for me personally, the only reason I would ever want to do this is to earn income, is to earn a premium at a price that I'm comfortable buying a token at. So if you're comfortable buying Ethereum or Cardano or Binance coin at a guaranteed rate, like let's say $300, and you can just earn an income on that. So, however, for those that don't know, I do want to make it clear. When it says buy at that price, it doesn't matter where price goes during the lifetime of this contract. It only matters at expiration. Okay? So if BNB is, let's say, at 290, you're guaranteed to get Binance coin, basically, at expiration. But if BNB had just been at 450 and now it's at 290, you're still guaranteed just to get Binance coin. If BNB is at 301, you're just going to get USDT. Because that's the way that these things work. No matter if you're putting USDT in or Bitcoin in, if it's below strike, below the target price, you are guaranteed to get the token. And if it's above, you're guaranteed to get USDT. Okay? So those are the pros and cons of dual investment, and also known as structured products. For me, I like them. I don't know if I fully trust Pinex yet, especially because I do feel like their leverage tokens are a little bit of a ticking time bomb with how they manage that. But with this exchange or any other exchange, I did want to show you guys basically how these work. So that's going to do it for this strategy. Basically, it pays you money to buy or sell it at a given price. And for that, it does its job. Happy trading. If you have any questions about any of this, please contact me. And yeah, I'm always happy to help. See you guys.